What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is the Door Biz Money. Back again today. I'd like to talk a bit about um, businesses that we should start as young people, and I'll also throw in there just the topic that I'll be discussing with myself and with you, or actually giving you this information because I have a couple of things that I need to just make clear. We're here, guys, to educate, right? And there's a purpose that is beyond me why I do this. Okay, so I identified a need on why are young people not starting businesses, right? And why do we have so many dreams and so many aspirations in life to start businesses, and yet we don't go on to actually take action and start those business, right? One famous person said that we are the most privileged and yet most spoiled generation, and yet lazy. That's another point that I will make. 40. Hey, and yet lazy generation, because we have everything on our fingertips, like instantly. If I need to know anything right now, I have probably 5 social media platforms that I can go and search the information from, and I have the internet, right? Um, and if I don't know how to find that thing, I can also utilize the platform of the internet to search on how to find whatever information I'm looking for, right? And yet we are saying we need help from the government. We need support from the government. What I'm seeing is a lot of people are succeeding when it comes to this 350 grant application, right? I know there's a chunk of people that have been trying to apply, but they're not getting these 350s and whatnot based on other reasons. But checking the success rate of these 350s, guys, people are applying for 350s and they are succeeding, right? Now, that has to tell you something that, I mean, if you want to do something, you take action and you succeed, right? And they are getting the monies. Now, you may see where I'm going with this. So people have the guts and the willingness and the courage to go for those small monies, right? And they succeed. So put yourself in this position. You have the courage and the guts to go for small things, and because in that way you know that there's a high chance of you succeeding because you know so and so that has succeed. Now, whatever you need, be it what I stress on the show, starting a business and needing funds to access that, guys. If you are young, you are between the ages of 18 and 35, even if you are older, but mostly I'm targeting the youth. That, I mean, you are a South African, first thing first. You have most advantages that other people do not have, right? You are a South African, you have a valid South African ID, right? Number two, if you are living in Gauteng province, Johannesburg, you are young, you're a South African, you are a dreamer. Hmm? You are young, you're a South African, you're a dreamer. Number four, you have great ideas, or you are good yet at identifying a need for whatever problem, right? Let's go for this, guys. This will be an informative video, but it will be like a motivational video. I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't like motivational speaking. I don't like selling dreams. This is not advertisement. All I'm about is action, guys. Access those things. A lot of people are sending me DMs. Quite a few people are sending me DMs. I mustn't act like I have a huge following now. No, not yet. But a few people are sending me DMs about how to access funding, how to access the CIPC page, and everything. I like that. I love that. But what I would love more is the passion behind it, taking the action, asking the necessary question, step by step guide on how to take advantage. Now, let me use for this, for example. We are still young. Okay, I'm still young. I'm in my 20s, right? But in 4 years from now, I'll be in my 30s. Still young, still belonging under youth. But what I want to stress is that we don't see the opportunity that we have now until we no longer have it, you know, until we can't say like could have, would have. I was speaking to someone about going to the idols. You know, in idols, they don't allow you to audition when you are over 30, right? So imagine you with this golden voice, beautiful voice, at the age of 31, being contemplating and thinking, hey, I should go to idols next year. No, I mustn't go to idols. I think I should go to idols next year. When the time comes, no, maybe I'm just not that talented, or maybe there's someone better than me, or this may not be for me. Well, that's not necessarily true until you realize when you're 31 that I actually probably can sing even better than the two previous winner of this competition. Like I can do well. And you know why? Now you realize now that you no longer have that opportunity. It's not available to you, and you could have taken advantage. And number four, if you fail, we don't remember those guys that failed. I probably even don't remember the top 10. I might remember the top three, top four, because probably they are quite active on social media. But they all got records, right? If you're top five, you've made it. Probably if you're even top 10, you've made it. Because we see those guys, they've taken chances, they didn't win, but they've managed to better their lives and they're somewhere. I'm talking about guys that are doing well for themselves. Same with business, guys. You know, wake up every day, tell yourself that you are gonna take a risk. You are gonna take action, which is most important, guys. Take action. Be in a process of doing that. Be in a process of um okay, I want to start a business like this. If you are good with research, if you're a person of research, fine, that's excellent. Write it down, and that's even gonna manifest easier because you wrote it down. But not only writing it down gonna make it manifest. It's by you waking up each and every day, trying, taking an action. If you're out there and you're going to do something anywhere you're pushing, you're not purposefully gonna position yourself with the right people, right information at the right place at the right time. But God and the universe will do that. You know, as I told you, I'm not motivating anyone, or I'm not doing motivational speaking or selling any dream. But what I want to tell you guys is that take advantage of the opportunity, take advantage of the time, take advantage of the advantages and the privileges that you guys have. I mean, most of the people that will be viewing this are South Africans. Guys, if you're a South African, that means you have better chances of getting a grant to start a business. If you're in Gauteng, I stressed enough this that there's Gauteng Enterprise Propellers. These guys are open. On a budget speech, each and every year, annually, they allocate money. Hear me out. On a budget speech, each and every year, annually, they allocate money. Such and such, this certain amount will go towards fixing roads. This certain amount will go towards education. These certain amounts will go towards social development. I know you may think in your head, but the government don't do that because you are giving them the opportunity to chow those money. They do chow business money. A lot of people have been fired. Rumors, let me quote. I've heard rumors that some people have been fired from GP because they steal money from GP. I've heard there some were suspended and stuff because they steal money. You know why? They steal that money because they can see the loopholes. I mean, who's guarding the guard? Who's watching over the superiors? You understand? But we're not there. We're not also on the politics side of it, guys. What I'm saying is we don't take enough advantages. I probably can count these streets and these streets and these streets and these streets and these streets. All these people, they are getting grants, social grants, disability grant, grant for the elderly, all other grants. That's money from the government, right? But in all these five streets, starting from this street, the following streets, and the following streets, and I don't think I can count five people that have gotten money from the government to start develop their business, or either to develop their business, or either to fund their idea, or either to grow their businesses. And there's a lot of unemployed youth. Guys, identify a need. As I said, I identify a need for this product that I'm selling right now. I'm actually not selling, but I think it's sort of a calling. You can say probably one day I'll monetize it. Yes, if it materialize, but possibly with positivity and optimism. Uh, it should materialize that I monetize this YouTube account. But what I want to focus on is leaving a legacy and leaving a mark and telling people that go take advantage. I was watching also, there's an organization. Did you know there's an organization that deals and help businesses that offer services? All you have to do is take the information and get the information on, firstly, what do you want to do? Where do you want to do it? How do you want to do it? Especially services, whether it's cleaning, whether it's building, whether it's sewing, as long as it's a service, register that business, right? Go register with relevant parties and relevant organization. For example, if you are in construction, there are construction companies and construction organization that are recognized by the government for you to register under, register your business, register with CIPC, register probably your UIF, not probably, register your UIF, register register your tax, and register your what is it, this tax, VAT, value added tax. Register for VAT. Also, make sure that you get your tax clearance. If you have those papers in order, there's a company called My Do. Yeah, I think it's My Do. Yeah, it's My Do. Do, do, like dough of dough, like made with flour. My dough. Go register on that company. You will see that there's tenders. You see that there's always rumors that tenders are gotten by such and such because they have connections of such and such, and they buy these tenders and whatnot, whatnot. That's whole lot of nonsense, guys. I mean, even if those politicians do have relatives that they happen to give those tenders to and they buy them, how many tenders do we get? How many of these do we maximize on? Right? Now, you have no skills, you can't run a business on a day to day. You want a business that's going to be funded. Now, do yourself a favor, play a part when it comes to pen and paper. Make sure you get your papers in order, have that service, and create a company. Now, you don't have to have first thing first, the knowledge on how to open a company. You can always get that sorted out. You don't have to have knowledge on how to practically do those services that you offer. You can always also hire people, and that's job creation, right? And I was fascinated by this guy I was watching on TikTok. He created this thing that locks the clutch, the brake, and the accelerator on any vehicle. Now, when I say that I identify a need when I open this YouTube channel, same, this guy identify a need. Like this guy, there's a difference. Think about it. Creating a need and identifying a need. This guy identified a need, because now if you create a need, that's a bit crafty. That's a bit that I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's a bit difficult to do than identify a need that is already there. I mean, if you can start this business today, trust me, in a month's time, you would have made a lot of money. This guy does something that locks the clutch, the brake, and accelerator on any vehicle. And when you start the car, it makes a certain sound that informs you that they're trying to steal your car. And most of the thieves, when they do open the car and they see this thing, they just stop immediately because you can't drive the car, right? I mean, I know there's other methods of stealing cars and whatnot, but this guy identified a need, and he has testimonies on how he has saved people's cars. Now, this service has not spread like Uber Eats, for example, right? It is not popular like Uber Eats, and it has not spread also like a lot of business, like drop shipping. Now you have to sell online, blah 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 blah. Now, this guy probably he can't even, okay, probably not. You don't have to be a welder or know how to work with steels, but that thing you can see that it was an invention. Now, like any other invention, after that there comes a lot of companies, right? There was DSTV, then came Top TV, then it's just the cut and paste, right? First an invention, then comes those cut and paste. So now you can buy two things from this guy, like two of these of these machines that he uses. He probably approaches a welder and say, "Hey, just build me such. How much is gonna cost me?" And then you paint it for me, or you buy sprays and you spray paint it for you. You ask the customer, "How do you like it? What color do you like? Do you like graffiti art?" I see there's a lot of cool ones there, like they're red and white. So what he does actually, he identified a need. And number one, people buy security, guys. I mean, your door must be locked, your windows must be locked. This financial security, I know other signs that love financial security. People buy security, people love security, especially women. I know we men as well um, love to be secured and feel secured, but especially women, they love to feel safe. So imagine you are going inside the mall, and there's no parking area next to the entrance, so your car is a bit far. It's almost close to the exit, the gate. So obviously, when you do park your car, you're not gonna shop relaxed. So this guy identified a need, and that another thing is that people don't sleep at night because now you have a vehicle, and you know that your neighborhood is hella dangerous. So this guy, what he did, he invented something that locks the brake, the clutch, and accelerator to decrease crime, and it's selling, guys, like hotcakes, right? One thing I believe in is cut and paste. Cut and paste. Nothing is new under the sun. Practically nothing is new under the sun. I've seen something that locks the steering wheel, a lever, some sort that locks the steering wheel. Also, this guy, he probably saw this thing somewhere else, or it's an invention that is international. He introduced it to South Africa, and it's working. And I haven't seen anyone doing it, but that's just one of the ideas that can say identify a need, create a need. And then you don't need money to start a business, you need money to grow a business. So, guys, take my motivation, go visit JP, go visit my door. And if you want to start a business, you're not sure, or just register a business and go check out tenders. You might find a field that you are interested in. In fact, nowadays it's just about having an income. It's not about having passion and interest mainly. But in order for you to be successful, yes, we need those qualities. Yes, but essentially, with the cost of living going high, we just need an income. So just make sure, please subscribe to my channel, guys. um my sorry, at the door biz money. And don't forget, guys, go to my door website, go to GP, go to cedar, and go to CIFA, and also find the passion and identify a need. Love you.